Hello food lovers! Today we're going on a culinary adventure to Algeria. We're making mahajeb, a yummy Algerian street food. Imagine a crispy savory pancake filled with deliciousness. It's super easy to make and you'll feel like a real chef. Mahajeb is perfect for any time of day. You can enjoy it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It's also great for sharing with friends and family. Let's get cooking. Before we start cooking, let's gather our ingredients. Mahajeb is a traditional Algerian dish, and having the right ingredients is key to making it perfect. Don't worry, they're easy to find. Most of these ingredients are probably already in your pantry or can be easily found at your local grocery store. For the dough, you'll need a few basic ingredients that you might already have at home. Start with 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This will be the base of your dough. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to enhance the flavor and 1 teaspoon of sugar to balance it out. Next, you'll need 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Olive oil not only adds richness but also helps in making the dough more pliable. Finally, add about 1 cup of warm water. The water should be warm to the touch but not hot. This helps in activating the gluten in the flour, making the dough easier to work with. Now let's move on to the filling. For a delicious and flavorful filling, you'll need 1 large onion, finely chopped. Onions add a sweet and savory base to the filling. You'll also need 2 large tomatoes, chopped. Tomatoes add a fresh and tangy flavor. Add 1 teaspoon of tomato paste to give the filling a rich, concentrated tomato flavor. For spices, add half a teaspoon of paprika. Paprika adds a mild heat and a beautiful color to the filling. Don't forget a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper for a bit of spice and salt to taste. The salt will bring out all the flavors in the filling. Lastly, you'll need some olive oil for cooking. Olive oil will help in sautéing the onions and tomatoes, making them soft and flavorful. With all these ingredients ready, you're all set to start making your mahajeb. The key to a great mahajeb is in the preparation, so take your time to measure and prepare each ingredient carefully. Happy cooking! Now let's make the dough. This is the foundation of our recipe, and getting it right is crucial for the perfect texture and flavor. First, in a big bowl, mix the flour, salt, and sugar. These dry ingredients form the base of our dough, and it's important to combine them thoroughly to ensure an even distribution of flavors. Make a little well in the center. This well will hold our wet ingredients, making it easier to incorporate them into the dry mixture. Next, pour the olive oil into the well. Olive oil adds richness and helps to create a tender dough. It's a key ingredient that enhances the overall flavor. Slowly add warm water while mixing with your hand. The warm water helps to activate the yeast, if you're using any, and brings the dough together. Be sure to add the water gradually to avoid making the dough too sticky. Knead the dough for about 5 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. This process develops the gluten, which gives the dough its structure and chewiness. Don't rush this step. Proper kneading is essential for a good dough. It should feel like your earlobe. This is a simple test to check if the dough has been kneaded enough. The dough should be soft and slightly springy to the touch. Finally, cover the bowl with a clean cloth and let it rest for 30 minutes. This resting period allows the dough to relax and the gluten to settle, making it easier to work with later. This will give the gluten time to relax. During this time, the dough will also rise slightly, becoming lighter and more airy. This step is crucial for achieving the perfect texture in your final product. Section 4, the tasty filling onions and tomatoes. While the dough is resting, let's prepare the filling. First, heat some olive oil in a pan. Add the chopped onions and cook until they're soft and translucent. Next, add the chopped tomatoes, tomato paste, paprika, black pepper and salt. Cook for about 10 minutes, stirring occasionally until the mixture thickens. Then remove from heat and let it cool. This will prevent the hot filling from making the dough soggy. Section 5, folding and cooking. The fun part. The dough is rested and the filling is ready. This is where the magic happens. We are about to transform these simple ingredients into something truly special. The anticipation is building and the kitchen is filled with the delightful aroma of our prepared filling. Let's shape and cook our mahajeb. This is the part where you can really get hands-on and enjoy the process. Feel the texture of the dough and let your creativity flow as you shape each piece. First, divide the dough into small balls, about the size of a tennis ball. This step is crucial as it ensures that each mahajeb is uniform in size, which helps them cook evenly. Take your time to make sure each ball is smooth and well formed. On a lightly floured surface, roll out each ball into a thin circle. The thinner the better, as this will give you a delicate, crispy texture. Use a rolling pin and apply gentle, even pressure. If the dough sticks, sprinkle a little more flour. Put a spoonful of filling in the center of the circle. Don't overfill. The filling should be just enough to give a burst of flavor without overwhelming the dough. Spread it out slightly, but keep it away from the edges to make folding easier. Fold the circle in half, then fold it in half again, forming a triangle. This traditional shape is not only beautiful but also practical, as it helps to keep the filling inside while cooking. Make sure the folds are neat and the edges align perfectly. Press the edges firmly to seal. This step is essential to prevent the filling from leaking out during cooking. You can use your fingers or a fork to crimp the edges, adding a decorative touch while ensuring a tight seal. Heat a little olive oil in a non-stick pan over medium heat. The oil should be hot but not smoking. This will give the mahajeb a beautiful golden color and a crispy texture. Swirl the oil around to coat the pan evenly. Cook the mahajeb for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side until golden brown and crispy. Keep an eye on them, as they can go from perfect to burnt quickly. Flip them gently with a spatula and enjoy the sizzle and aroma as they cook to perfection. Once done, let them cool slightly before serving. Enjoy your delicious homemade mahajeb. Section 6. A healthy sip beetroot, orange, and carrot juice. Mahajeb is delicious on its own, but why not pair it with a refreshing and healthy drink? Here are the ingredients. 1 beetroot, peeled and chopped, 2 oranges, peeled, and 1 carrot, peeled and chopped. For the instructions, put all the ingredients in a blender and blend until smooth. You can add a little water if you prefer a thinner consistency. Pour into glasses and enjoy. Section 7. Enjoy your Algerian feast. Congratulations! You've made delicious Algerian Mahajeb and a refreshing juice. It's time to gather your friends and family and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Cooking together and sharing a meal is what makes life so delicious. Remember, cooking is all about having fun and experimenting in the kitchen. Don't be afraid to add your personal touch to the recipe. Until next time, happy cooking!